What's up guys, it's Dr. Large, and today we're doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel tier list of the format. Now this is a tier list I made myself. You'll find the link in the description below if you want to fill it in yourself. Be sure to tweet at me at Dr. Large Epic on Twitter with your own versions, but right now I'm going to go through and we're going to do a tier list S to A, B, C, and F of all of the decks I have here. These are 16 of what I believe to be the best decks at the moment, and let's go through them. Okay, Eldritch. Right now, personally gotta say A tier. Eldritch is a phenomenal deck at the moment, especially having the power of Imperial Order and 3 skill drain. It just makes this deck kind of insane. No side decking means it has the power of not having to deal with as many different answers through the likes of Harpy's Feather Duster or things of such. Eldritch really just has the major advantage of not everyone's going to prep for it, so it can just kind of run the meta. Definitely, Eldritch one of the strongest decks right now. Virtual World, I'm going to put it a solid B. They've got True King of all Calamities, which is great and all, but when you go to a matchup such as Eldritch, and even if people have the answers in their main deck, such as Lightning Storm, Forbidden Droplets, etc., it doesn't matter. Sometimes you just lose. So I'm going to put it a B. It's also not the most consistent. I've seen this deck break a lot. Sky Striker. Probably another B tier deck. Sky Strikers, they've got Engage, they've got Chicken Games, they've got a lot of power spells now actually. However, the one issue that always comes up with Sky Striker is its actual ceiling in terms of power is still pretty low. Sky Striker really has it does have the ability to OTK, but it's a stall deck until OTKs. So it's very easy to break apart if you know what you're doing. But if you're not careful, this thing will just OTK you out of nowhere using Selene's access code to take you down. Next up, Madolche, which I'm going to have to put C. Madolche I know is a very powerful deck, and if you don't know where to interrupt it, this deck will OTK you repeatedly. However, the better players you start to go against, the worse this deck gets. Madolche really, it's the most formulaic deck ever made. It has one combo and follows it all the way through every single time. Madolche is very easy to beat once you know what you need to beat. Generally, not a great deck, but Light Ring it might do pretty well. You just gotta come with it unexpected. Adamantipator, S tier deck, not biased at all. If you want my explanation, at the end card you'll see a link to both my deck list and a video discussing why I believe this is the best deck, or was the best deck at least when I made it, of the format. One of my favorite decks personally. And let's just move on to the next one, which is Spiral. I'm gonna have to go with. It has the potential to be an A tier deck. It really does. And I probably should give it A tier, but I think I'm gonna give it. No, I'm gonna give it A tier. No, I'm gonna put it down to B, knowing else what's gonna be an A tier. Spiral, it's a very high ceiling deck. It does an awful lot right now. You can make some really strong boards that are very difficult to out. Issue with it, it's bricky, and it's really easy to intercept. So long as you have Ash, this deck dies. Single interruption, deck kind of dies, which is a shame. It's a fun deck. This was tier 0 in TCG. However, in Master Duel, just doesn't have the same power. Prank Kids, we're going to put to A. Prank Kids are a pretty solid deck right now. Are they as solid as Eldritch? Yeah, kind of. Especially given that some of their cards don't actually work properly. Meow Meow Moo can trigger twice, I believe, which is kind of nuts. So yeah, Prank Kids pretty powerful. They got board wipes. That's kind of what they have. But it's pretty powerful. It's one card board wipe. Very useful combo, especially having 3 Meow Meow Moo. Definitely watch out for this thing. Lyrilisk, and this is specifically Lyrilisk Tri Brigade, because I don't believe Pure is as good. S tier, honestly, having the ability to put that many negates and that many summon bounces as well, ridiculous, honestly. Watch out for this deck. This is something you should prep for. Numeron. I don't like Numeron. I'll put it C. Usually it's paired up with Generator to give it some turn 1 abilities, but I don't like this deck. I don't think it's good. If we start S0 in the game, sure. best deck in the format in my opinion. However, it kind of sucks. Tri-Brigade Zoo, definitely not as good as Lyrilisk's Tri-Brigade, but definitely, again, a prominent deck to watch out for, able to play a lot of Zeus, and then, you know, obviously you've got all the Tri-Brigade stuff. Speaking of Tri-Brigade, pure Tri-Brigade, again, probably not as good as the other ones, but I still have to put it S tier. Tri-Brigade, unfortunately, is just by far the best deck right now. Watch out for this thing. I'm going to put it just below Adamantipator, because I believe Adamantipator is the better deck against pure Tri-Brigade. However, its variations are off the charts, kind of insane. Subterra, C. Subterras aren't good right now, really. They have potential to be good, but right now they just don't have it. So I'm kind of surprised. I really thought they would be competing with Eldritch for trap decks, but no, they're kind of just sitting on their own right now, which I'm surprised by. I'm definitely surprised by, but you know what? Keep an eye on them. If you've got Subterra cards, hold on to them. There is a good chance they might come back if we ever ban this, which, big if. Grass can be anywhere between S and A. Grass is a very variable deck. Also, this is every build of Grass, so I really don't know. I have to say A, purely because of how bricky it can be. As someone who loves Grass, and I have a deck profile on my channel, which I will link nowhere. You just go find it on my channel. It's a fun deck. I love this deck to pieces, honestly. My only critique of the deck is I wish it was more consistent. Phantom Knights, I also have a profile of this on my channel. Probably B, to be fair to them. Phantom Knights really are... It's level 3 spam the deck. It can make some good boards, get a couple negates in there. If you've got Utopic Future, you can kind of throw that in there as well. Gossip Shadow. Oh, you can also have Rongo Miniad versions, which are ridiculous. And because I've remembered Rongo Miniad's a version of this, I have to put it A to average it out. Because Rongo is S, but the rest of Phantom Knights is B. Rongo Miniad is best deck in the format. I don't know why more people aren't playing it. It's unoutable. It's just a little bricky, but honestly, Rongo's scary. So I'll put Phantom Knights in A to balance that out. Dark Magician, F tier. Yes, deck's bad, along with Blue Eyes, but it's worse than Dark Magician, just factually. And to organize these, I would have to put it something probably a bit like this. Yeah, this is pretty much how I'd organize it. From left being the strongest of the tier to right being the weakest of that tier. This is pretty much how the tier list looks. You know, solidly we got a lot more best decks in the format. If you want my honest opinion, I might move this down to here. But for now, I'm going to keep it up there. I think that's completely fair. So yeah, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this deck list. Not this deck list, this tier list. This will be linked in the description for you to go ahead and try it yourself. There'll be more tier lists coming up in the future. Make sure you enjoyed, and remember to smash the like button for Dr. Large in charge. Smarge, Dodge, subscribe.